Hi, folks. Andrew here, the face who runs the place. Popcorn and whiskey, Tuesday evening. Salute there. Here we go. Breaking all the rules of live streaming. You're going to hear me slurp on the mic, and you're going to hear me eat on the mic. Well, not tonight. I don't have my popcorn with me. Didn't get it out, but you will be hearing me slurping on the microphone. If you don't like it, well, we'll talk to you about it. Why am I coming on a Tuesday night? Really don't have a reason for it. I wish I did, but other than me just wanting to talk to you for a little bit to come on and say howdy, I didn't really have a burning reason to come on here. I had the desire to come on here, but then I kept thinking, what am I going to talk about when I come on? And then it hit me. I'm like, what do I ever have to talk about? A bunch of whatever I want to talk about stuff. And as we go along, and so as I was thinking about this, I was thinking to myself, I said, "Self, what? So what's the deal tonight? Are you going to wing it all night, or are you just going to have a little bit of a plan? Have a little bit of a plan. No worries there. We are going to talk about more warm stuff because right where I am right now, the current temperature is, if this is accurate or not, it says special weather. All right. I don't know what that means. Special weather. If I click on that, I just want to know what the temperature is. Special weather. It's not like I can stop it anyway. What is the temperature? Alerts for Clinton. Extreme cold. Yeah, I know it's been cold. Gotcha. All right. Alerts in Clinton. 14 degrees. As of right this second, we have 14 degrees, which in the grand scheme of things, compared to yesterday morning, it was 1 degree when I woke up. Uno degree. Whether it's Celsius or Fahrenheit. You know what? I guess Celsius wouldn't be too bad. 1 degree, it's still above freezing, right? Here, 1 degree Fahrenheit, it's way below freezing. It is way below freezing. And when you start thinking about that, it's damn cold. But now it's 14 degrees. So guess what? It is 14 times higher, 14 times warmer now than it was yesterday morning. And it's still freaking cold outside. Here's something I used to say to all my Florida friends. Well, I should say I told my Indiana friends when I lived in Florida, because sometimes, I was there for about 5 years or so, and I got acclimated to the weather, which I really liked. Do I miss it? Hell yes, I miss it. So I got acclimated to the weather. And when it got down to, 50 degrees, it was pretty cold where I lived in Florida. It got pretty cold. And so I used to complain, tell my friends, hey, it's 50 degrees. We're freezing over here. And then my friends would say, yeah, but it's only 5 degrees where we are here in Clinton. So, you shouldn't be complaining about it. I said, well, wait a second. Let's back up. Let's think about this logically and tell me who's in a better or worse situation. Okay. I said, where you are, it's 5 degrees, right? You go up 20 degrees and you're 25 degrees, still pretty cold, right? Okay. Nothing's really going to change for you too much. You're still going to throw the heaters on. You're still going to wear the heavy coats. Nothing's going to change to you. So whether it's 20 degrees, 25 degrees, 5 degrees, 0 degrees, this is all Fahrenheit, by the way, doesn't make a difference. Me, on the other hand, I'm in Florida. If it's 50 degrees, I'm pretty damn cold. If it goes up to 70, I'm pretty comfortable. Guess what I have to do at that point? I got to open the windows of my house. I got to turn off the heat. I got to change clothing. I got to do all kinds of stuff. So you should feel sorry for me being in Florida when the weather changes 20 degrees, because my whole lifestyle's got to change. And it's a pain in the ass. Opening those windows, it's a pain. Change my wardrobe, it's a pain. You guys are just used to getting put on a coat. All right. I got to do more. I got to take off a coat and put on different clothing. So whatever it is at that point. So the thing is, it's all about perspective, my friends. That's what it's all about, perspective. Hey, if you're here for the first time, I know several people are coming on. Salute, popcorn and whiskey. How you doing? I break all the rules of live streaming. I just do what I want to on here. I know a lot of people do that, but you don't see too many people drink alcohol when they're online like I do. And the drink of choice tonight is a homemade concoction, if you will. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some spirits soaked in hickory, little bit of vanilla added to it, and just a tad bit of clove added to it. So yeah, it's a little bit on the different side, and I enjoy it. Okay, one of the things I found today, and I thought this was great, so I said, you know what, I need to come on here and talk about this one. And this was after I started. What am I going to talk about? And I said, hark, I remember this. So for all you who are watching right now, you're going to get a treat. So here we go. If you're here for the first time, once again, Popcorn and Whiskey, thank you for being here. But we are going to talk about, make sure I can do this here. All right. The Indianapolis 500, there is a pre-race going on at the Indianapolis 500. I didn't know this. Apparently it happened last year, and I didn't know about this. If you live in Indiana, everybody knows the Indianapolis 500. Most people probably who live in Indiana have been there. Most people. Now, would I go back now? Probably not. I don't like to deal with the crowd, and I'd much rather watch everything on television. But there is a race now that is taking over what they call Carb Day, which is Carb Day is usually the Thursday before the race. Okay. So I just put it up here now. This is called the Oscar Mayer Weenie 500, and it returns for the second year with a sizzling new twist. Now, I didn't even know there was such a thing. I wasn't here last year. I was here last year. I never heard about it, so I don't know where it came from. But as we go through the article here, I'm just going to read some of the article. The meatiest race in motorsports is officially back. Oscar Mayer today announced that. Let me start that over. What is today? What is the day? This was on January 26th, so this was yesterday, I guess. Oscar Mayer today announced the second annual Weenie 500 will return to the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Friday, May 22nd, leading up to the 110th Indianapolis 500 presented by Gainbridge. Serving as the unofficial kickoff to the summer was 72 million hot dogs consumed every Memorial Day weekend. The Weenie 500 sets out to remind fans that anywhere is the perfect time for an Oscar Mayer wiener, even a professional racetrack. Selling nearly 500,000 more wieners last year, the spectacle drew 85,000 fans in the stands of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and 8 million more via live stream. Again, I never heard of this thing. I would have watched it last year, too. I didn't know anything about it. Revving up for its second lap, the race will feature the full fleet of 6 Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles who will be competing for the title of Top Dog this year with the new live nationwide broadcast and a chance for fans to get in on the action. So there you go. Pretty cool. With each with each Wienermobile named after a regional hot dog, millions rally behind their favorites. But it was Slaw Dog who secured last year's victory. This year, Slaw Dog from the Southeast is back to defend his title amongst Chai Dog, the Midwest. I never heard of a Chai Dog. Or is it a Chi Dog? A Chai Dog or a Chi Dog? Midwest. New York Dog, which is in the East, a Chili Dog, the South, and a Seattle Dog, the Northwest. Following a disappointing performance, the Sonora Dog or is it Sonora Dog or Sonoro Dog? Sonoran dog is officially regulated due to not cutting the mustard. That was all kinds of puns in here. Leaving a spot open for a new regional dog to enter the competition. Starting yesterday, race lovers can visit at Wienermobile on Instagram to cast their vote for the first ever Pick Your Dog Weenie 500 bracket, where they can choose from a fresh lineup of 7U regional dogs, or opt to give Sonora Dog another shot at qualifying. So there you go. I can go on and read about this, but they had a lot more puns and stuff of that sort. Many of the beloved traditions from the inaugural Weenie 500 are back for this year's race, including custom Wienermobile decals, hot dogger racing suits, the iconic Wiener song anthem, and finally, the trophy presented at the the trophy presented at the Wieners Circle. Ha ha ha! Wiener Circle podium complete with a mustard spray and Borg Wiener trophy. If you're from Indiana, you know that's what's up with the Borg Warner trophy. All part of the experience that only Oscar Mayer can provide. The Weenie 500 is designed to spark smiles and serve up a unique, delightful race. Isn't that delightful? the what do they call it again? The Weenie 500. The Weenie 500 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Carb Day, a few days before the race, Memorial Day weekend. So the race is on the Sunday, so you have to back up to the Thursday for Carb Day, unless I'm totally wrong with that as well, because I never heard of this Weenie 500. I never heard of it last year. So there you go. The Weenie 500. You know, we might even cover it here. On Popcorn and Whiskey. Why not? It'll be fun. We could do something like that. So, all right. All that being said, if you've been following me at all on my personal Facebook page, you know that I've been doing tours of Clinton or drive-throughs of Clinton. I am calling the segment Andrew in Clinton. I'm also trying to put together a YouTube page doing the same thing, but it's coming up with some resistance happening right now, as I have to get verified to do something. And so I followed the instructions the other day, and I sent in what I needed to send into YouTube to get verified. And I got a letter today saying, congrats, you're all verified. You're good to go. So I went over there, and some of the features which I needed were locked, and that's why I was getting verified, are still locked. So I don't understand what's going on. YouTube is a tricky mofo to tackle here, and I might just delete that whole channel and start from scratch, do it a different way. That's probably the best way to do it, is just delete it and just start from scratch, as I'm not understanding their methodology behind it. And maybe because it's been just sitting there for a while, and I just basically changed the name of it. So maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, if you're here watching right now, if you see this right now, you know what to do. Follow me so you can get all the scoop on what's going on in Clinton. The tours of Clinton, all the snow routes, all the snow roads, and the routes that I drive. And I'm actually getting requests to drive in different places. So that's going to be fun. That's starting to be fun. And is it a little dangerous? Yeah. But it's part of what I do, because why? I'm the ambassador of, I have Andrew and Clinton. That's what it's going to be. And like I said, the YouTube page might be something I don't want to tackle at this point. We'll see how it goes. But right now, if you want to follow everything, see all the tours and all the videos I'm putting up for Clinton, go check it out. And we'll just leave it like that. Okay. So what else is happening? If you follow me at all, again, I have the top fitness strategies, and it's Fitness Over 50 done right. I have a Substack going on with that. And what's going on with the Substack is that's the business hub for my top fitness strategies. And right now they're going pretty good. A little slow. But if you're over 50 years old and want to get something going, I strongly suggest you check that out. Hark, I just had a thought. I really just had a thought, and we'll see how it works. We'll see what's going on there. But yeah, the top fitness strategies. I have the accountability vault over there. You can check it out, and just go to topfitnessstrategies.com/vault, or you can go to andrewpaletto.com and check out everything I have. Matter of fact, here's what I'll do for you guys right now. I will put this up here. www.andrewpoletto helps I spell my last name right, POLETTO.com, and go check it out. Do that. Boom, put it there. Boom, put it here. Yeah. Okay. That's what's going on there. Okay. Just had a hark. Interesting. Okay. We'll see how that works out for me. All that being said, wow. I'm telling you, in my little studio here, where I do a lot of my recording stuff and my podcasts, my voiceover work, which I do a little bit of, it's a little chilly because when this house was built, this room was like an extension room, so there's no insulation in here, and it's full of windows. So acoustically, it's not right. Um, Temperature wise, it's not right, but it's part of it. It's part of what I do. It's part of who I am. So that's what's going on here. Man, I got this thought that just popped in my mind about something to do over on Substack, which is quite interesting. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, and okay, yeah, we'll leave it like that. Right? So and getting back to my tours of Clinton that I'm doing, the right now I've just had a few roads I'm going down, and by request I have a couple more. Now, one thing I do want to caution people, and I haven't yes, Bill, I do have a little space heater in here. Under my table here, I do have a little space heater, and it keeps my feet warm. But and I had the door closed for the rest of the house because why do I want to throw cold air in the rest of the house? So I have my door closed, and with the space heater, sometimes it's okay. Now during the day, the way the sun is positioned right now, starting around noonish, 12:30ish or so, the sun comes in through the windows on this side. So I have one, two, three, four, three big windows, two big windows and two small windows. So basically four windows, and it warms up in here pretty well. So I'm not worried about that so much with the space heater. But now in the evenings when there's no sun out, the space heater, I shouldn't be bitching too much about it. I mean, gee whiz, my feet get a little bit cold, but with the space heater down there, it's fine. And for me to bring entertainment to the masses like I do, I have to sacrifice a little bit. So I sacrifice, and that's another reason why I have this. So there you go. Yeah. So it'd be really cool if I had a fireplace in here, but then I have to work on the fireplace, and then if I did make a fire, then I have to worry about that. Nah, it's just the little space heater is fine. Could I use another one? Probably, but for the few times I'm in here, like I was in here most of the day working on different things, and with that, the space heater was adequate. Like I said, and this morning, I mean, once the sun starts shining through, it's fine. But until then, I got to tell you, my feet were a little on the cold side this morning. I was in here for several hours. Got here right before it got light and doing some work, doing different things. It was chilly. It was chilly. Now, tomorrow morning, I get up and I go to have coffee at an establishment here in town, which I don't want to say because it's not opened to the public. Or the place I go, it's me and another couple of guys, and we know the owners. And this is before they open up in the morning. We go there and have some coffee, and it's a nice time. So I don't want to mention it now, but I will be doing a tour of that place as well. Pretty interesting things that yeah, is bringing up a tour. So, hmm, hmm, yeah. Anyway, all that being said, I talked about that already. Oh yeah, what I want. Here's what I wanted to do. I know what I'm going to do. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Remove that. Do that. Come over here. Do that. Come over here. Got to do this part. Hold on. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're still with me here. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is open this up for phone calls. If somebody's out there who wants to call and chit chat with me, whatever's on your mind, let's talk about it. And I'll set the timer for 10 minutes. We'll go from there. If if you want to talk longer than 10 minutes, we can do that. So I guess a 10-minute timer, it's not a hard time. All right. But I will boot you if you get out of the ordinary. So whatever you want to talk about, bring it on. Whether it's sports, the Super Bowl coming up, you want to get into politics, we can talk about politics a little bit. You want to get into the weather, you want to get into podcasting or live streaming, I can talk about you with that one too. Jerry, are you cold? Yeah, buddy. I am just a little bit cold here. It's not as cold as you are. It's my buddy Jerry down in Gulf Shores, Alabama right now. He's watching. So appreciate it, Jerry. Appreciate you being there. Oh, here you go, Jerry. This one's for you. Salute. Here you go. So yeah, he sent me pictures of the surf yesterday. It was very nice. And he had to go in at 6:30 because he was a little bit chilly from fishing. Yeah, yeah. He said he almost had to put long pants on. Yeah, life's rough, my friend. Yeah, but I'm sure he's enjoying himself and drinking an occasional glass of bubbly as well. I got all this headroom right here, and I'm not supposed to, but my chair, for whatever reason, now it doesn't go up anymore. So this chair has served me well, big time. I got this chair 7, 8 years ago at what was it called? It was a church who was getting rid of a bunch of equipment, a bunch of stuff in their church. And one of the things that they had was some office furniture. So I went down there. Yeah, it was a little bit beat up, and yeah, it was dirty because it was sitting in the corner for a while. I cleaned it up, and it's been a godsend. This chair was great, and it's been working for me great. Now, for whatever reason, it won't go up, which is fine because when I sit up like this, it's fine. It's when I lay back, it's not. So then people are saying, "Well, Andrew, you shouldn't lay back." Hey, it's my show. I'll do it. I'll do whatever I want to with my show. It's just that simple. Now, I also have a buddy who usually comes on with me, or usually he comes on with me quite a bit. And he's in the process of moving right now. So once all that's done, I may have something for him. And if you're watching right now, JD, I may have something for you that might help you out once your setup is all set. Once you're all moved in and set up and ready to rock and roll again with your show. He has a couple things going on himself. So for the time being, that's what's going on here. And I'll tell you what, because it's my mind is just going all kinds of places right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the show for the time being tonight. And I got a couple other things I want to get done. So I'm going to do that. And hopefully it's going to produce a better show for you in the future. So I'll tell you what, for all those who have been here tonight, thank you. Watch it again. Keep going with it. The Popcorn and Whiskey show will continue, but now I have something else that may be on the books coming up, and we'll see how that works out. Okay. Hey, Tanny. I've seen a little video you posted the other day about your dogs. So hope you're staying warm too. All right. I will stop it here. But for all those out there, my friends, Popcorn and Whiskey, my name is Andrew. I am the face who runs the place, and I'll stop it here. So until next time, Ciao.